Rose, keep going, Rose. Keep going, that's it. Now drop. Stay on her. Rose, stay on her. Stay on her. Ball side of her. Go, Grace. Give her the option. Comets, come in. Comets, come in. Comets, come in. Run, come on, let's go. Come on in, let's go.
Around the balls, whatever we need there.
Come on in. Let's go! Go! Come on, Comets! Let's go, girls, come on! Yeah, can you
Ankle.
Yeah, land on the side.
Does that hurt when you're
cracked?
No.
You reckon she had a crack, yeah. But she can put weight on it, so.
better not to that. I swear to God, if you walk normally now, that's. I'm joking. You're putting pressure on it.
That noise, that cracking noise,
You wake up in the mornings in bed, you move your leg and everything cracks? Yeah. You know what that means? You're getting old, everything's cracking.
Let's get you on a physio table and we'll
Are you right like this, or would you rather me to carry you there? So you don't put any pressure, no strain.
Hey, someone tracked your pants. Can you go get it?
It looks weird like this anyway.
Yes.
Hey, good game. I hope everything goes okay with that one.
usually don't switch it over until they walk into like onto the pitch. Like pretty much in the middle of the pitch there.
Alright, I'll see if I can write as quick as I can.
Yeah.
Welcome to Spring Hills Recreation Reserve in the western suburbs of Melbourne. Welcome to the first ever game live stream for the Victorian Premier League 2024 competition. It is round 11 action. And the home side, Spring Hills, up against Comets, the away team. Game face is on and kickoff is just about to be underway here on a very drizzly and cold night in Melbourne. Huge thanks for everyone tuning in on the Football Victoria YouTube and Facebook page. My name is Han Solo. I'll be bringing you all the action to you this evening. As kickoff, the first whistle about to go underway. What an exciting game it is. The VPL competition for the women's here in Victoria. Sought out to be one of the best we have seen for quite some time, and the leaders of the competition this season, Spring Hills, up against second place Comets. Spring Hills still yet to lose a game, 10 straight wins in a row. Will Casey be the one to upset the party? Casey in their away white kits, kicking from left to right of your screen, and Spring Hills in their home kids kicking from right to left, as this is an opportunity for Casey to get there first, but a goalkeeper for Spring Hills. Looks like the players got to ground, but what a start for the away team as they look to find their opportunity early. Jenna Ibrahim came out and had to make that save. Very crucial. They do not want to concede here, Spring Hills, in the first moment of this game. They look to keep their ball back into their forward half, and a big save there from the number one Spring Hills, Jenna Ibrahim. Ball makes its way here in towards the broadcast side of the pitch, as I will take you down the lineups for tonight's match. For Spring Hills, the home team, we have number one in goals, Jenna Ibrahim. Number 5, Nikki Bozanovsky. 8 is Dana Stevens. As referees calling a free kick there for Spring Hills. Looks like it was a push in the back. Number 9, Saki Nagai. 6 is Kelly Lamb. 14, Shalisa Paz. Number 6 has Casey Comets. Look to go through the central position again. Looks like it's working well for them. Spring Hills unable to get that ball off them. Number 18 is Alex Sinclair. 20, Yukina Taramura. 27, Sasha Daskalovska. 30 is Montana Matthews, coached by Tom Markovsky. Spring Hills quite solid lineup, and we'll call those off the bench when they come on the field. So far, Spring Hill still struggling to get it out, and a push on the side there. Referee's going to call a free kick to KC Comets. Big battle there, KC Comets. It's making it a little bit tricky for the viewers at home with their away kits. Their number isn't as clear as we like it to be, not as bold as the Spring Hill side. However, we will try our best to call out the game. On the far end is a little bit patchy with a bit of darkness, but we'll get the players on board. Spring Hill's just kicking it out of nowhere, so Comets just looking to collect. So the intensity is already starting at an all-time high here in this game. Both teams coming in with high energy. And Sinclair looks to go to her left towards the direction of Matthews. She's under a little bit of pressure. Decides to go back towards Taramura. Had to just get rid of it. Final game of run 11 here to close up the VPL competition this round. And what a fitting night it is, and a big occasion for these two clubs. KC Comets, if they can go home with the win and go back to the southeastern suburbs, were originally Cranbourne. And this is an opportunity once more. Keeper! This could be an upset. No, it's gone in. KC Comets breaks a deadlock early from an error in the defence for Spring Hills, and they're up by a goal. A nightmare for Spring Hills, but a blessing for the away team. That big pressure that they applied there made the difference. Last thing you want to see as a keeper is to not go in hard and then see that ball go past behind you. Wow. Casey's done well. They have been banging on that door earlier on in this match. Have rewarded with a little bit of luck on their side. And Spring Hills respond, and it looks like they're gathering a little bit of possession here, but gives it away a little bit too much in the final third. Don't believe the keeper for Casey has had a possession yet, and already the keeper for Spring Hills have been very busy. Pressure applied there as Stevens in her fluorescent orange boots. Getting chased by two Comet players. Can she cut it in? Good defensive work coming from the Comets. Spring Hills will sit up here for a corner. Decides to go short towards Matthews. With a hesitation. Ball swings its way into the box area. Good grab there coming from the keeper, number 14, Geo Candy. As they look to move again down the left flank here for Casey. Run into a bit of trouble. Spring Hills look to collect that ball again. Some options forward, decides to go wide to the left here towards Matthews. The player's asking for it, looking for the through ball towards the number 9, sacking the guy. KC Comets are relentless in their defence, not making it any easy at all for Spring Hills. They've got the upper hand by getting their first goal in out of the bag here.
One goal, your first goal of the season, woohoo! Your first goal after injury, your first goal
Free kick given to Casey Comets in the middle. I will now go through the lineup. This game's just been so intense. No room to breathe for anybody here.
Teams will have to draw out a hat and be like, is Kayla going to play today? Who knows? Yes or no?
Literally. No, but like, I kind of wanted it to
no.
be a goal. I'm that petty.
No, it just
Yeah.
With the left flank, the cut back in.
and I did the end now.
Spring Heels manage to keep it in play for now, but the follow-up is long, but it goes over the crossbar. Spring Heels can reset now from the back.
You've been out here for 5 seconds. You've been out here for 5 seconds.
No, I went to their game against the
Spring Heels, they've got number 2, Ayan Amieth. So 8 is Jessica Beddoes. Had a terrific season. Casey Comets. Give the ball away here, Casey. 10, Candela Ferreira-Bass. Dana Stevens on the left.
Yeah, I was going to go, but Dad
Couldn't pass her opponent.
didn't get standing tickets. I was like,
Look to reset again.
so I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Spring
I'm not
Heels.
gonna cover my shit.
on your own.
No. My friends.
Matthews. Those were very open Stevens. Left
I'll take my
foot towards Alex Sinclair's. It's in the free. Wasn't given. She's looking towards the referee as play continue here for Casey Comets. We got layoff is good. A few numbers forward in the box area for Casey. So is a lot of Spring Heels jumpers as they look to get it out of the defensive zone. Move their way on the right flank of the field. Backline's been pretty solid here for Spring Heels, but Casey Comets have found a few of their weaknesses.
Literally the only chance we've got. This is ridiculous. Embarrassing. Oh yeah, they can't stand
Their flank has received so much action so far. I feel like perhaps it's favoured with a lot of the
Oh, I get very sure.
players here on the left flank for Spring Heels, and both also for Casey Comets.
They're literally best friends.
The guy
But that,
looks to find Stevens. The touch had to be good. And they cut it in now. Spring Heels, they don't. Tomita did well. Unami Tabita. Twist and turns. Finds a central location with Ferreira-Bass. She's going to curl it towards Steiner. But it looks like Taramura will get there first for Spring Heels. Thanks for tuning in. If you've just joined us, Casey Comets up by 1 goal. And Spring Heels nil here for round 11 action of the Victoria Premier League Women's 2024 action here on a Sunday evening, broadcasted live from Springside Recreation Reserve in Caroline Springs in the western suburbs of Melbourne. Spring Heels in the home kit, the dark black with the, I would say, pink numbers, and Casey Comets in the white top and the yellow shorts and the white socks. Spring Heels yet to be threatened. The keeper for Casey Comets, don't believe she's had one really good grab earlier when it was a kick towards the box area. Other than that, haven't been too busy because the defence for Casey have just been so well disciplined, ensuring that the ball throughout the centre of the pitch, it's not going to make it look easy or make it easy for Spring Heels to pass, as they're looking just to buy a little bit of time here. Looking for a few avenues forward. Beddoes was the target. Lines. Good ball inside the 10-yard box area. Right idea, but Jenna Ibrahim already read the play well. Got there first. Richmond. The battle is on again, and looks like it's going to be another kick in for Spring Hills. A lot of vocal direction coming from both benches for Casey Comets and Spring Hills. So 12 minutes in already, over 12 minutes in this game, and it's still high intensity. Haven't had too much breathing space for either teams as Spring Hills look to move again. Matthews have a few options, decide to go wide. Spring Hills on the move. Can they continue this run? A lot of players moving forward inside the yard area, 10-yard area, I mean. But, Casey Comets, how good have they been? Just shutting down all the passes. However, the ball makes its way there. Richmond did well. Ferreira Bass. Done so far, so good in the midfield area. Ball making its way up in the air quite some time now. As the rain has stopped. It's still quite slippery out there. Conditions look to be easing at the moment. We did see a little bit of spray just before kickoff, but it's since have stopped. Did deter a few of the fans here coming to watch the match to retreat indoors or under the cover. But now that it's stopped, we've got a few fans on the other side as well watching in as this ball is perfect. The header is on, but not the direction that Spring Hills intended. And Matthews seeing a lot of the ball use in this game so far. Positioning herself quite forward. And Alex Sinclair, the captain of Spring Hills, just right here in front of your vision, looking to play more of a left midfield role. This could mean something here. Taramura battling away between Steiner. As keeper stood her ground well in the near post. Ibrahim have got a lot of possession early. Looks to short pass it. Spring Hills on the right side again. It looks like Stevens have switched it up on the far end. Spring Hills positioning themselves so well. All the chess pieces are in place. No, when will they make their next move? When will it count? Matthews has been busy. Beddoes couldn't get that collection off her. Sinclair looking to pass it through the box towards the direction of Saki Nagai. So about 30 minutes or less in the game as a challenge there against Spring Hills. Good sportsmanship there. Looks like Addison Steiner has just been caught there in that challenge. And a free kick given to Casey Comets. Comets decide to go short and just a ball to no man's land towards that kind of dark patch over there. So round 11 action. Again, thank you everyone tuning in YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching around the world. It's great to have your company. Round 11 action as we close up round 11. Had a few big matches throughout the weekend. And this one to close it up. First place versus second place in the VPL competition. Spring Hills still to drop a game, 10 straight wins in a row. What a season it has been for them, for Spring Hills and the club. So on the move again as a road runner, Alex Sinclair. She can go all the way, but she's got 3 players in front of her. Sometimes make it a little bit impossible, but it feels like Casey Comets have absolutely done their homework before this game. They need to shut down those runs from Alex Sinclair. As that was prime opportunity there, but ball just too much mustard behind it. Casey Comets, though, with 9 wins and 1 loss, still not a bad effort. They did lose against Keilor Park back in round 9. That was a very close game, 5-4 in the end. So for them to get another one in the bag and not have 2 losses in this season will be quite an effort for them. One of the best games we've seen from them was that game. However, couldn't capitalise as Spring Hills looking to move again. Montana Matthews kicking it straight into her own teammate. Steiner into the direction of Candela Ferreira Bass as she left strikes it into the side netting. Casey Comets breaking down the defence of Spring Hills. You just see the movement with these players. They know where to be. They know their role in the game here, the Comets. Every player knows exactly where the next one will be, and the play, they executed it well so far, and they have rewarded themselves with a goal that's been on the scoreboard for quite some time. Spring Hills still yet to respond. Ball goes down the line there. They're looking to battle it out once more. Spring Hills had to get rid of it. Spring Hills on the right flank. Stevens, you can see her from a mile away from her fluorescent boots in the shadows. Sinclair, can she get there? Looks like keeper's going to get rid of it. It's going to go back to the direction of the midfield. Taramura opts to go wide. Spring Hills holding possession so far, drawing in the players. But the pressure's been good here for Casey Comets. It seems like they've got the upper hand in that pressure so far. And Spring Hills need to find a way to break down that pressure that's just coming immensely from Casey Comets. Going to stay a little bit more composed when they've got the ball. It's okay. We know that they can fight back. They've got the belief. This is good run in. Kelly Lamb couldn't find the connection properly. Richmond intercepted there. This is an opportunity here. Yamashita. Got a few players to choose from. Yamashita. Matthews asking for it. Does eventually go to her. She looks up. She's going to go for it on the right side. Dana Stevens was there but couldn't connect. Ball is still in the forward half of Spring Hills. Yamashita to Matthews. She did well to turn. Can she cut it back in again? Decides to lay it off to the left. And Sinclair is asking for a corner kick, which they will get. So another opportunity here for a set piece for Spring Hills. Second corner kick for this evening, and it looks like Eri Yamashita will take it for Spring Hills. Can they find the equaliser? With just over about 22 minutes remaining in the first half of round 11 VPLW competition. As the ball makes its way wide, a bit too much there as it finds its way to the back of the net. That's what they needed. The response is on, and Spring Hills have found a way back. It's 1-1 here at Springside Recreation Reserve. We knew that Spring Hills got the belief behind them. They know that they are so dangerous in set pieces. You thought it was probably a bit too long there. But it was just magic from the team. Had to be done. And I feel like the captain, Alex Sinclair, slotted through the back of the net with her head. She is the only player I feel in VPL or in any code of play that can score from her head. Alex Sinclair's head needs to have insurance, I would say. Anything happens to it, just need it be insured, I would say. But get behind the team, Spring Hills, as Casey Comets were having the lead for quite some time, and they've got one back here. Spring Hills, it's game on. Still plenty of time to go in this this first half, but also in the second. There's an aeroplane flying on top of us. We must be underneath a very popular flight path here at Springside. Matthew's going to find Saki Nagai. They're on the move now, Spring Hills. They've got that confidence. Bit of shove there between Jessica Beddoes and Montana Matthews. And a free kick going to be given to Spring Hills. So a very tactical foul for Casey Comets. But this is where Spring Hills can set up again for perhaps another set piece. Long way from home. But if the ball could go into the direction of Dana Stevens, perhaps. No, it's going to go all the way in. Ball still live. Makes its way to ground. As Casey, they're going to kick it out once more. I love to build the play here, Casey Comets. Not rushing the ball too much. It's just a momentarily stoppage here. So another free kick given, and doesn't feel like the bench of the Spring Hill side is happy with it. You've just been a little bit vocal. It's going against them. Good use of the body here, and Casey, they're on the move again. Not a bad idea to turn and strike it in that manner. Just hasn't been quite accurate in those instances. And Spring Hills look to reset again. So it's just between Janet Saris and Saki Nagai, and Casey Comets is going to have another free kick just by the halfway line. That was a long ball. Few players got up in the air. In the end, it's going to be Jenna Ibrahim to collect that for Spring Hills. As we continue to count down, plenty of time here in the first half. Round 11 action of the VPLW competition 2024. Spring Hills just slowly building on the left side. Can Alex Sinclair get there? Hayley Richmond looks like she's had the responsibility of targeting Alex Sinclair. Oh, a bit of juggling going on for the captain. In the end, it's going to go against Alex, and a free kick given once more to Casey Comets. So it's been a while since we've seen Casey on the stream. We remember that Community Cup final against Essendon Royals last year, when they unfortunately did lose to Essendon Royals. What a game it was. It was at the home of the Matildas, one of the first games we've ever saw live. And that was the final of the Nike Cup as well, played on the same night. Calder was up against South Melbourne in that Nike final. And talking about Nike FC Cup final, Spring Hills is off to the semi-finals against Preston Lions on June 18th, 8 p.m. Don't miss out on that. That will be one of the biggest games we will ever see in the Nike Cup. As Calder was knocked off by Keilor Park. Spring Hills, June 18th, don't miss it. Casey unfortunately was knocked out in round 5 against Brunswick Juventus. That was a very close game, but unfortunately for them, didn't make it through to the next round of the Nike Cup. So at the end of the day, it all depends on the fixtures. Spring Hills, they want that cup. So does everyone else in the competition, as this is looking good here for Casey as they swing it into a dangerous area. A few bodies on the ground. Spring Hills on the move again on the right flank. Dana Stevens looking to battle her way through. She does. She's such a force of nature. Looking good, but Hayley Richmond, another force of nature on the other end, and she gets claps from the fans on the sidelines. And Spring Hills continue to move forward. Gio Candy got there first. Both keepers have been crucial parts in the decision making. They come out of their line when they need it and stay back when required. Good to see the physicality there for Casey Comets. Stephanie Dominguez have been quite busy here in the midfield, ensuring that she gets where the teammates need to be. Ball goes back in that dangerous area again for Casey, but the ball goes wide, so their accuracy hasn't really done them much favours, or inaccuracy is what I meant. Got to be more on target. I did say semi-finals of the Nike Cup. I meant quarterfinals. What am I saying here? My stats are all wrong. But yes, the teams that have gone through: Spring Hills, Preston Lions, up against each other. Brunswick Juventus, who did defeat Casey Comets, up against FE Emerging. Ringwood City against Bulleen Lions. Keilor Park versing Bandura as Spring Hills makes their way to Dana Stevens. Can she left boot it? A big save, but the follow-up for Spring Hills. They're in the lead. That's the work ethic we want to see from Spring Hills. The belief is there, and the finish is fantastic. Unbelievable. It was the big run from Dana Stevens, and she kind of just went on target, but the follow through in the back post. How incredible. So Sakina Guy, number 9, slotted that through. She read the play so well. She ran that towards her back post. If Dana wasn't going to slot it through towards me, how about I'll just count on a keeper saving it and then take the crumbs. So we love goals like that. But unlucky for the keeper. So 2 keeper errors. I mean, got to give credit to Gio Sandy. She went for the dive and did make a terrific save. But in those moments, the last thing you want to do is save it right into the falling feet of your opponent. And Sakinagai read that play to the tee and composed herself in front of goal, and Casey Comets looking to respond once more. A lot of jumpers around for Spring Hills inside their box area, and Casey Comets just couldn't find a way through this brick wall that Spring Hills have caused here. So Spring Hills went from trailing by 1, getting the equaliser back, and now back in the lead. Just over 10 minutes remaining in the first half. First ever live streamed game this season for the VPLW competition. What a treat we have tonight to broadcast this to you live on YouTube. As Comets, there's a response! They're loving it! Can't ask for anything better than that. The set piece inside the box had to be perfect. And a finish once more for Casey was spot on. It's game time. It's party time for both teams as the intensity have risen. I can't believe their luck. Sometimes you're unlucky in games like this, and sometimes it's all you. These two teams that have so much heart to it as Dana Stevens. What a strike. So much power behind it. Gio Candy had to outreach herself as another corner kick for Spring Hills is taken this time on the far end of the pitch. Will this get Spring Hills back in the lead? They're set up. This is just a big moment here for Spring Hills. Got a lot of players moving around. Good ball inside. A lot of jumpers in the air. But Casey Comets got rid of it. So we knew Addison Steiner, the goal scorer just before there, was being very, very busy here in this game. She gets rewarded with the goal there, wrapping her signature headband. Very fitting on a night like this. A little bit chilly here, but it's actually quite still here on the pitch. Even a lot of the spectators have also keeping a little bit stillness to the atmosphere. They're just on the edge of their seats at the moment. This game have been already high scoring as Richmond looks to kick the ball straight in towards the face of Matana Matthews. Looks like she's just going to walk it off. So 2 goals apiece, and appreciate everyone joining in the live stream on YouTube or on Facebook. Round 11 action of the VPLW. Casey Comets drew first blood. And Spring Hills going to get themselves another corner kick. Just a little bit of interaction here between the referees and a few of the players. Our vision is blocked by a few of the inside the Spring Hills huddle. So I'm not entirely sure. I think a player is down for Casey Comets, and I think our vision is blocked intentionally, but just gives a bit of time now to recollect Alex Sinclair in that huddle. But it looks like he's okay. Corner kick here for Spring Hills. This is good. It's high. It's long. Few players in the air. In the end, it's going to be a kick in for the goalkeeper, Gio Candy. In the, I would say, the second half of this half have been very busy. Spring Hills have managed to find a little bit of space and breakthrough in the defence of KC Comets. Have been so solid, I would say, in the first 10 minutes of the game. But since then, Spring Hills had found a way through. They've broken through the glass, which was quite still in the end. But they're adapting to the game. Nagai looking to find Matthews. Steiner did well, playing very attacking and defensive duties here in the game. Matthews throws it in the direction of Sinclair, but it goes on top of her. And Casey's going to swing its way back here. A lot of high balls in the air. Sinclair couldn't get there. Richmond. The ball's going to make its way to the other pitch. So the energy has just slowed down a little bit here in the last, I would say, 7 minutes. Matthews getting challenged there. That was good from Tomita. She's done well. Aguera after Beddoes. Spring Hills look to get it back. Yamashita in the defence. Looks to find Dana Stevens on the right side. But Casey Comets is just going to get rid of it. So what a game it's been. Once again, Casey Comets come in firing hard in the first couple of minutes or moments of the game, and we saw them attacking. And just an unfortunate defensive error for Spring Hills. But very lucky for Casey to get one in the bag early, just to ease those nerves. Beddoes doing well to hug the boundary on the right side. Matthews on her toes. Did just enough there to reset the ball. Safri Lines looking to find Candela Ferreira Bass. Spring Hills playing a little bit of danger there. Lines again, swings it towards the box area. However, the ball, Spring Hills manages to get their way back into the game as they look to bring it back from the back line. Nagai, Sinclair asking for a bit of a 1-2, off target. Right idea. Matthews got a bit of space now, giving direction to her teammates to go long. And Spring Hills just haven't been on target with their passes. They're giving the ball away too much. When they go back to making these mistakes, they've got to stay composed and reset the ball in a manner that works for them, but they seem to be rushing it a little bit. Credit to the KC Comets pressure. It's been immense. And they apply that so well, just drawing in the mistakes for Spring Hills. Tomita. Slow it down here. Hayley Richmond played fantastically on the right side here. Bit of jumper pull. Not to worry. Oh, that was very dangerous play. But Jenny Ibrahim, not phased at all. Stevens. You can rely on her to beat her opponent as she is now making her way to the right flank. They've done well here, Spring Hills. Ali Sinclair with a header and a big save from Candy. Oh my word. If that would have gone in, would have been spectacular from the skipper. How do you maneuver your body in a fashion like that, Alex Sinclair? You can see the experience under her belt plays such a key part in moments like that. Unbelievable. One of the best headers in any competition for the women's. High ball once again. Keeper couldn't grab it properly. Ball is still live. That's looking a lot better in safe hands of the keeper as she looked to rush it back into play for Casey Comets. Not long to go here in the first half, and what a half it's been. The action's been high intensity from the get-go. Both teams creating a lot of opportunities in front of goal. I feel like the set pieces, Spring Hills have got the upper hand, and the chaos play, Casey Comets have got that. As they on the move again, Spring Hills. To draw in a bit of time here, Yamashita looks to go wide. Stevens can batter her way out in any situations. Casey read the ball well. They've got the ball back in their possession, but still under pressure there by Spring Hills. No free kick call by the referee as Comets play on. A lot of bodies to the ground, but they're still on the move here, Comets. Just can't pass the halfway line. Almost give it away. Sinclair. She's on the counter-attack. Free kick not given as Casey Comets is going to go for it hard on the other side of the pitch. Ferreira Bass inside the B. The ball's going to swing towards her as she collides with the keeper, Ibrahim. Perhaps it could be an offside there, but wow. What a response. He went from one end to the other, and it looks like a player may be down here for Spring Hills. As the game is just going to stop momentarily as we see the physio come over to have a closer look, but we have a lot of quick plays here coming from Casey. The burst of energy from a lot of these players. They're coming here just to bring in that pressure of the defensive line of Spring Hills. They are so quick on the move. We will continue here, the final moments of the first half. Round 11 action of Spring Hills against Casey Comets. Looks like a right ankle injury for number 27, Sasha Daskalovska for Spring Hills, as she looks like she may not partake further in the game. Just having a closer look on the bench there. So whistle for half-time will come at any moment now. 2 goals apiece. It's a close one. It's the battle of the endurance. Who can keep up with this endurance for the entirety of the game? Perfect conditions. No wind in sight. The rain eased off just as kickoff commenced. Earlier on, it was a bit of a spray happening here at Springside. Since then, It's actually been quite calm, which is great. There's no wind and it's actually not too frosty as of yet. As Saki Nagai looking to battle her way through Hayley Richmond, who have been so busy in tonight's game so far, ensuring the back line for KC Comets have been well set up. It's going to be tough to pass her at any means whatsoever. Can Spring Hills find one before the halftime break? Or will KC, with their burst of energy, find their way back in the lead? But it may not be enough time as the halftime whistle blows here at Springside Recreation Reserve. Spring Hills up against KC Comets, the away team of round 11 action of the VPLW competition. Don't go anywhere, folks. More action to come in the second half right after this. Welcome back to Springside Recreation Reserve for round 11 action of the Victorian Premier League Women's Competition for the 2024 season. It's Spring Hills hosting Casey Comets as the kickoff is just about to be underway. 2 goals apiece scored in the first half. Will the big goal scorers continue, or will both teams find a way to defensively bring themselves back into the game? My name's Han Solo. I'll be joining you all here for what will be a very entertaining second half. Can't wait to see it all unfold. Spring Hills are now kicking from left to right of your screen. They're in the all black, in the pink numbers, where Casey Comets in the white kits with the yellow shorts kicking from right to left of your screen. So the first blood was drawn by Casey Comets with a defensive error from Spring Hills. Got them in the lead for quite some time as the ball makes its way into a very good position for Casey as they look to find the leading goal. But keeper happy to collect it. So first ever live stream for the VPL competition this season, and we hope it will not be the last for these teams battling it out for the top spot. As Alex Sinclair, the road runner, made her way on the right flank, cuts it in. Big save there coming from the keeper for Casey Comets. Gobbled that up well. Thanks for tuning in on a very lovely Sunday evening here in Springside, the western suburbs of Melbourne. Did have a bit of spray earlier, a bit of light rain we thought was going to continue, but since has stopped since the opening of the game, which is great for people here in the sidelines. A lot of fans retreated inside and under the cover, but now they can see firsthand of all the action. A lot of Comets fans made their way from the eastern side, southeastern side is that, of Melbourne. I've come a long way. It's called a Victorian competition for a reason. As the away team did find the equalizer back. Spring Hills was in the lead for momentarily, scoring 2 back-to-back goals. And Casey Comets looking for the response. So going to be a very interesting second half. Spring Hills still remaining on top of the ladder for the VPL competition with 10 straight wins, still yet to drop a game. And Casey Comets only dropping 1 game against Keilor Park in round 9. That was a 5-4 affair. Will it be similar to this game? As the leader changed twice already. Handball will be called by the referee, going to the side of Casey Comets. It's going to be a long ball. Spring Hills looking to bring it to ground. Maintaining possession here at Spring Hills, looking for a few options forward. Magai to Stevens. Oh, and the keeper once more putting her body on the line. Exactly, it's what's required. Spring Hills looking to bring that possession back. Forward pressure have been good. Stevens surrounded by a few jumpers, but there's an opportunity here. Spring Hills had the ricochet off the keeper. Couldn't find the right bounce. lot of bodies here flying everywhere, but that's required the forward pressure from Spring Hills, still in the dangerous area. As the KC Comet player does fall to ground, and a free kick will be given. Referees have been busy working overtime tonight. As Casey looking to find the right flank, however, no one there to collect. Spring Hills looking to apply a lot of pressure in the first moments of the game. Something perhaps that needed to be worked on, that we didn't see too much in the first half, especially when Casey was banging on the door for the first goal, and this looks promising now for Spring Hills. Maintaining possession, not giving the ball away too easily. Long kick down the line for Abbas. Lions lose it, so it's going to be Spring Hills hugging the boundary on the far end of the pitch. Dana Stevens just limping a little bit there, but looks like she is okay so far. As they're going to throw it in on the far end of the pitch, right in front of some of the fans there here at Springside. Long throw. Wasn't it clean possession? And Casey Comets just looking to get rid of it, not conceding a corner kick as Spring Hills can reset the ball now. It's prime opportunity here for Spring Hills, and it's going to be a free kick given. A lot of close contact in that box area. Referee was right in front of the action to see it all unfold. And this is going to be another set piece for Spring Hills. We know how dangerous they are with set pieces. We saw a corner kick earlier. Being enticed there. From Casey coming into quite a hard knock behind play. Has cost them now a set piece. Spring Hills waiting for the whistle to commence play. Sinclair looks like she's going to be behind the ball. Short touch, straight into the wall. Good defending coming from the Comets. Did just enough, read the play well, and executed that when needed. Timed it well. However, the ball maintains its way still in the attacking for Spring Hills as they earn themselves another corner kick. Casey have to get set up right now. They have to tag their players. Saw it earlier. Ball goes long, inside, near the post. Good tap out from the keeper. And Comets are on the move. They are so tough to beat on the counter-attack. They're very quick to move. Really no option forward. Waiting for a bit of artillery. And this is a prime opportunity. Almost ran out of steam there in the final moment, but you can see how quick they are to move when the ball is in their side, with almost no Spring Hills defence to be seen in that passage of play until perhaps the very last moment. The wingers for Casey have played such a crucial part in those big counter-attack movements. The guy, no option forward. Sinclair to Stevens. She gets dispossessed. Back to the keeper. Alex Sinclair's head up. Can she keep it in? High ball. Good effort from the skipper. Just couldn't get that ball to ground the way she intended. So still no goal scored in the second half. Still 2 goals apiece here at Springside Recreation Reserve. Very close game. Will it end in a draw? I'm sure both teams, especially Spring Hills, do not want that to happen. Will they want to share the points? I wouldn't say they would. Both of these teams will try their utmost hardest to do whatever it takes to bring home the chocolates, the crucial 3 points that is required for such a close competition like this one. So far, Spring Hills have been very cautious in their final third. Long throw, long ball down the line. Can Casey keep it in? Dominguez. To Mita. Looking for a teammate, didn't get there. Spring Hills can recollect. Nagai. Dana's on the far end. Will they find her? Stevens did well. Richmond on her toes. Compare the pair. Those two have just been at it for an entire game. And will continue to do so. We're looking to slow things down a little bit. And the ball is good though. Oh my word. How about that? What a finish. That ball spent so much time in the air. We were holding our breath to see if it was going to go in, but unbelievable finish. Springfields are now up again. Take a bow, Montana Matthews. That may be the goal of the season for you. I just can't believe the reaction from the team. They just held still, watched the ball in the air like it's a bird or a plane, and just went, is that going to go in? And it did. Spring Hills are up and about. So are the fans here at Springside. Celebration was perfect. The entire team went behind it. Great work from the cameraman to get the entirety of that goal. Is there anything Montana Matthews can't do? Can score from absolutely anywhere and can score crackers like that. Now, the response, we will see it from Casey Comets. I would say, the away team travelling for some distance to be here tonight in the western suburbs, crossing from one end of Melbourne to the other. Can they prove to this team that's just been so dominating in the competition, can they prove that the unbeatable team so far can be beaten? Oh, the slide from the guy. Opened up the ball for Dana Stevens. She passes one. She can go all the way. She can be a freight train throughout the entire course of this pitch. Got to give credit to the defensive lineup, but the strike there, deflection, didn't go the way intended there, but my word, Spring Hills have built up their confidence. They're playing the game in their terms, and finally their passes are connecting. Didn't really work out too much in some parts of the game, but they have found a way to bring players into the game and draw in those passes. Steiner. Finds Ferreira Bass, but doesn't look like she's going to get there in time. Taramura did good running, so Spring Heels have got a bit of kick in their step. Montana Matthews especially, my goodness, she has come off a plane not only 2 days ago from being overseas, in the US, celebrating her 21st birthday, Montana Matthews, flying into Melbourne under 2 days ago and playing a game like this. How are you not jet lagged? You probably are jet lagged, Montana, but maybe that makes you play better. That's how we would feel, how the Matildas feel when they're travelling and they go to camp and they're going to play a game after flying in from wherever they are in the world. So she might get a bit of taste of that lifestyle of a travelling player. Spring Heels just had to get rid of it. When in doubt, kick it out. Just about 25 minutes remaining in this game, and Spring Heels make their way back in the lead. This is round 11 action of the VPLW competition. First time it has been live streamed this season. How exciting it is, and I hope that it will not be the last. How exciting is this match? It is the top of the ladder teams. Spring Heels against Casey Comets. There's a challenge there. Referee calls. It's going to be a card perhaps. Referee holding on to a yellow. He's pointing it in the direction of Dominguez. Interesting. Spring Heels, they're on another set piece. As Yamashita looks to line up. Who will she find in this mixture here? Good ball. She might go all the way. She might go all the way. No. Why not go at it? Give it a crack. Perhaps too much mustard behind the ball. If I would say, could be hot English mustard. Dijon probably wouldn't make it go that far. French mustard, perhaps. American mustard, probably don't have too much kick on it, but Taramura. This is a left boot. Wow. Spring Heels. They're coming back in their terms. They're now in a 2-goal lead. Unbelievable. What a team. Get behind it. Spring Heels have just brought it up a notch. They're in 5th gear at the moment. They might get a 6th or 7th gear, but this is now game on. Where is the response from Casey Comets? The forward pressure have been second to none. They have dominated in the pressure, the forward pressure here in the second half. They've just maintained that forward attacking mentality that we see from Spring Heels each and every game. We didn't see too much of it in the first half. Casey Comets felt like they just applied that pressure on their terms, but Spring Heels, they've warmed up to the game and they've managed to find little pockets that had worked well for them. They're so stoked. So key roles from big name players like Alex Sinclair, Saki Nagai, Dana Stevens, Montana Matthews. This is the core team, the heart and soul of the team. Have played such big roles and big finishes for Spring Heels. And the workhorse. I've got to give credit to Yamashita Taramura. They've just played a key part, and Callie Lamb in the back line. Casey Comets Where can they go from here? Not long to go here in the game, and they've got to respond. They've got to respond quick. Perhaps there might be tired legs in a few of the players, as we might see more players coming on the pitch. As KC, they're on the move again. Their transition has been so lethal as they transition the ball forward. Steiner, she's already scored one. Can she score another? What a big strike towards a goal! It's just a bit too overboard. Right idea though. Addison Steiner. What a game she's had, but that's where Casey Comets needed her. It's a very important opportunity in front of goal, and just went a bit too heavy on it. We were holding our breath here. We thought that was going to go in for sure. Spring Hills found their fifth gear. Just about under 19 minutes to go in the game. Can they maintain this lead? A 2-goal buffer can quickly snatch away in an instance. We saw that in the first half where goals were just coming from back-to-back goals. But if Spring Hills get the next one, it will be the nail on the coffin. Would have almost been an own goal there. Casey Comets looking to perhaps return the favour of an own goal, as we saw in the first half of the game, where it was a bit of a defensive error from Spring Hills that resulted in a goal. Comets not returning the favour whatsoever, as Spring Hills is setting up for another corner kick, as I would say will be about the fifth one we've seen in this match. One did result in a goal. Will this one be a similar affair? Not a bad ball on the far end, but it's hit the top netting. Casey Comets can reset and regather. Sinclair, right idea towards Dana Stevens, but I don't believe on that occasion they were on the same page. Long ball from the keeper. Herrera Bass. She's been good, handball not called. Kicks it straight into her opponent. It's going to be a Spring Hills ball, so Dominguez just couldn't leave it to ground, and Dana Stevens just leaving it for Couple with the gloves to fend it off to her. Right idea. Sinclair under pressure. Couldn't keep it in for her team, as Casey Comets are looking to return home next round versus Melbourne University. Then they've got Hurricanes away. Then South Yarra. Herrera Bass, long way from home. So they're just trying anything right now. Casey Comets, but they've just got to be more lethal in front of goal. Ibrahim was working overtime in the first half, and with the well-structured defence from Spring Hills in the second half, have looked a lot better. Sinclair falls to ground. I think she's just overzealous with her opponent. Sometimes you got too much eye on the ball and not eye on what's in front of you. So the fixture will reset itself again. This will be the last game of every team versing each other. And what a fitting round it's going to be, or has been, for all these top two teams that have yet to verse each other until now for the season. And it's so far been a very close affair. The leaders have changed 3 times already. First it was Casey, then Spring Hills, then it was Equalize, and now Spring Hills are back in front with a 2-goal buffer. This VPL competition this season have just been high quality. Every single team have just played so much good football. Been very close games and a few affair. And the quality of the players has probably been the best we've seen ever in the VPL competition. Stevens, the freight train. She's going to find Ali Sinclair, but it's going to be offside. Oh, never mind. Free kick. Tana Stevens just being challenged there. Bit of a late call from the referee. I think he perhaps wanted to have a closer look at it. As Eri Yamashita, we saw her in a very similar area before. I think she could go all the way if she wants to. Bell curling. Oh, what a grab from Candy. Outshines upon everybody there in that area. Ball goes back to Ibrahim. Not phased at all. As Spring Hills looking to reset again on the left flank. Love hugging the boundary there on the left side. Spiteri. Can she find a way through? Richmond on her toes. Did just enough, but the ball is still live. Comets. Just didn't get as far as the ball makes its way into a dangerous area. Stevens lurking there in the back post, but lets it go in the last moment. So Spring Hills are back here next week, playing another home game against Ringwood City. So again, the fixture's going to reset itself for Spring Hills. It's a big defeat there against Ringwood, 7-1 in round 1. And then they'll be home again. So 3 games in a row for Spring Hills at home. They're going to verse Ringwood and Southern United. And then it's Banyule City. That's yet to be confirmed where the location will be. Then it's Keilor Park. So big fixtures coming up for Spring Hills. Still yet to drop a game in this season for the VPL competition. Have to give credit to the true leadership of the club. Manager Tom Markowski. Have true belief in the women's squad. And bringing on board captain Alex Sinclair last season. They were so close to transitioning and promoting themselves to NPL. But only in the last half of the final game against Essendon Royals. That, unfortunate for them, didn't bring home the win. And Essendon Royals was the one to reward themselves with the promotion. As wow, this is Comets at its most finest all night. We see the transition there and the play towards their goal are just so quick. One of the best of the competition of counter-attacks. They must work on this tirelessly to break down the defense, sometimes just on the back foot, but you see the workhorse behind Candela Ferreira-Bass. Always making herself in primo positions in front of goal, and the keeper sometimes are blindsided when she's there, lurking in the back post. Lines in the air again. Can they cut it back in, Comets? Referee was just stopping momentarily to just see Safri Lyons is okay. But a free kick's been given. Very controversial, but very interesting situation going on here. Has the call been made? Trying to listen in to see what the referee is actually saying, but a free kick is going to be given to number 20, Safri Lyons, for KC Comets. Spring Hills first was a little bit unhappy with it, but I guess you just got to get over it on those situations, and you can hear the coach Markovsky being very vocal there. Straight into the wall. The follow-up had to be good. Did that go in? No. Whoa. Ibrahim. It's going to take a moment just to collect that. Wow. That was, I would say, as a keeper, your life sometimes would flash before your eyes, and you had to stay composed in those moments. But big opportunity there for KC Comets, and they weren't able to capitalise on that set piece. A free kick given to them as they're on the move again. Tomita. Turn had to be on, and Spring Hills gets rid of it. So time is of the essence, and KC Comets have to react, and they have to react now. Just under 13 minutes, or about 13 minutes to go. But anything can change as the side netting's been hit there. Anything can happen in a moment, but it's crunch time here for Casey. Casey also will have their sniff into be top of the ladders where they can, but if they lose against Spring Hills tonight, their chance might not happen, because they will be equal points if they can get back into the game. They've been anticipating this game for quite some time. They saw Spring Hills were undefeated for quite some time, and they knew that if any team were to beat Spring Hills, it will be their team to perhaps challenge the Spring Hills side, such a dominant side, led by their captain, Alex Sinclair, as referee. He's going to give away a yellow. Second yellow card given in tonight's match. Candela Ferreira-Bass, number 10 for Comets, is now written in the referee's book. Second name to be written in there as game pursue. And back to the conversation of Alex Sinclair. What a legend of the game. Been around probably longer than a lot of these players have been alive as well. And such a mentor to a lot of these young players, not only in Spring Hills, but in and around football in Victoria. who's come on board Spring Hills last season. As they make, or continue to make, history for this club. Their goal is to be the first ever community club to win the Nike FC Cup and to get themselves into NPL. So best of luck to the team as they continue their form in what we see one of the best performances we've seen from Spring Hills in their history. This women's club have come from almost nothing to now being on top of the ladder for the VPL competition, undefeated in 10 rounds, and by the end of this game, if they keep themselves in the lead, will be 11 games undefeated. Credit to the coaching staff and to the team, but Casey, they're absolutely banging on the door, and this is an opportunity again. Spring Hills, how good have they been? The second half defense have just kept them in the game. As Casey looking to retreat back. Something we don't have often seen in this game. They're looking to really move that ball quickly down the pitch as fast as they could and sometimes lose it too much. As we may see it now, Comets. Right idea on the far side. The Spring Hills have caught on. They're bringing a lot of numbers back in those moments. Bit of hip and shoulder. Lines. Couldn't find a way through. Ball still live here. Spring Hills still can't get it out. Handball is going to be called. It may be. Referee right in front of all the action inside the box, and Casey Comets have got themselves in a prime position in front of goal, but this time round there is no wall in between Tomita and the goalkeeper. Can this be their third goal? It is Tomita. What a finish. It's still game on here. Still time to catch up and find the equalizer. It's now only a 1-goal buffer. Very composed in front of goal there, number 15, Minami Tomita for Casey Comets. They reset the ball. Bit of nervous tension coming here from the Spring Hill side. However, Casey, can they bring up this energy? This is the energy that they require, the confidence. Can they bring it back? As a group, as a collective. Not much time to go, but as mentioned before, it doesn't take that much time to score goals in quite the fashion that we've seen tonight. Casey Comets with the transition play has been outstanding. The right wingers have worked overtime tonight to ensure that ball gets into a prime location where it needs to be. Look how quick they are on the board, and the physicality they have absolutely brought it to the game tonight against Spring Hills, where we know they are such a physical team to go against. But Casey have brought it back and matched up to the intensity, but in a very clean way. They're not going in the tackles hard. They're just showing their presence, showing the physicality of the game, and that's all that matters, that pressure. It worked well for them in the first half. In the second half, I feel like Spring Hills brought it back to their terms. But Casey, bit of momentum swing here. Can they capitalize? Dana Stevens were caught napping for a little bit there, but managed to get a toe on it. Now they're on the move here. The counter-attack is on. But Spring Hills got in the way of that pass. Spiteri. Lamb back to Spiteri. In the back line. As a referee always makes himself in very close proximity to those challenges. There against Tomita. Casey Comets, they are quick to move. And Tanner Matthews have to get rid of it. Second a guy. Might have a cramp there on her right leg. Dominguez looking to give it a little bit of helping hand, but denied her assistance, so she'll probably go out and stretch it out on her own while they collect themselves here. Sacking a guy just limping a little bit. But play will continue. Casey, like an Energizer bunny, a few of these players will use whatever is left in the tank for this final, I would say, 5 minutes of the game. But Spring Heels, if they get the next one, that will be it. Spiteri runs into a little bit of trouble. Good defensive work coming from Casey Comets, but it's still not out of their defensive area. This looks a lot better now for Casey. Richmond on the far end. Pass wasn't perfect. Tanner Matthews got there. And Richmond looking back to recollect. Stevens looking up to see if there's any options forward. And Spring Hills just a wild shot towards goal. Ferreira Bass to Mita. Back to Ferreira Bass, read that well. It's the backside of Capel. Looking to move again. But Spring Hills got numbers back. And Ibrahim just going to kill a little bit more time here. What a game it's been, and what a night it's been. Sunday night before the public holiday. Tomorrow, so a lot of these players can enjoy rest time, another extra day for if you're not working or studying, extra day of recovery. Love to see it. Has Stevens still a bit of a push in the back. Whoa, that ball goes wide, but keeper went out and left it behind. Bit of a defensive error there. Coming from both ends. We saw it happen in the first, I would say, 5 minutes of the game where the first goal was conceded, but now we almost saw a goal potentially conceded by defensive errors this side around for Casey Comets as Spring Hills looking to set another corner kick up on the far end. They love to draw in that corner kick on the left side. This is their specialty. They've already scored one before from a corner kick. Will this be their fifth goal of tonight's match? It goes long. Too long for any of the players to get to for Spring Hills. I hope you're enjoying VPL action. This is the first ever game live stream 2024 season for the women's game, and we hope that it is not the last round. 11 it took, and it's the top two teams in the competition battling it out in the entire match. Spiteri looks to cut that ball back in. Ball still live. Stevens got a foot on it. Follow up through. Few players on the ground. It's going to go back to the captain. First touch wasn't great. The second was perfect. Gets pushed. As a referee is going to call a free kick for the captain. The crowd is now up and about. I don't know if it's Casey fans or Spring Hills. It doesn't matter. But they're being very vocal here in the past couple of minutes of the game. If they get one in, that will be it. The sealer. no time left to score another goal, I don't believe, for Casey Comets. So this will be Alex Sinclair, the captain, lining up to get a second of the game. The heart and soul of Spring Hills. What a player, what a legend of the competition and of the game here in Victoria. Number 18, Alexandra Sinclair, gets her second. What a match it's been for the captain and for her Spring Hills side here in the Western Suburbs. And what a performance this team. Get behind it. Get behind her team. It's just been such a pleasure for this viewing of this match of Spring Hills locking the undefeated spot on top of the ladder of the VPLW competition. Where will this take them? They can go anywhere if they believe. We did see them trail by a goal for quite some time in the first half, but they've come back. This team is mentally in the game and physically in the game in all parts of it. We did see a few mistakes happen, but they've come back and redeemed themselves here at Spring Hills, and they can score from absolutely anywhere. We've seen goals from corner kicks, from set pieces, from headers, from the sidelines almost. So doesn't require much in the team. All that requires is belief. And all comes from the likes of Alex Sinclair, Dana Stevens, Sakina Guy have just been so dominating in the forward. As we see another player down here for Spring Hills. Didn't really see too much what was going on. Could just be a head knock there coming from Callie Lamb. These head knocks sometimes catch you off guard, especially not prepared for it. Contact sport, if you're getting knocked that hard in that area, sometimes your body will react in a manner that surprises you in a way, but she's up again, Callie Lamb. So the final moments of the game. Spring Hills, what a performance they've had in this season, and we're just about under halfway through, and every single team has versed each other. And they'll go back to almost round one again, playing the same teams again for the second time in the competition. But this has just been high intensity, high scoring, high foul count. A lot of bodies falling to the ground. And very vocal from the fans here, which if you're a Spring Hills fan, you will be loving this match. Loving that it's broadcasted, live streamed on YouTube and on Facebook, on the Football Victoria app. I would say if you want to see more of this VPL action, put your messages in Football Victoria or email them and say, hey, we want more live streams of VPLW competition. We want to see more of this. How awesome has this game been? I put my vote in too. I would love to see more VPL games showcasing the talent here of the Victorian competition, the women's game. We saw over so many views on YouTube, and I'm sure many more reviews after tonight's game. So I'd love to see it and love to showcase other teams here in the competition. But in the next 2 weeks, you'll see Kilo Park, Bandura and Spring Hills battle it out in the quarterfinals of the Nike FC Cup. So we will be seeing a lot of those teams being showcased here on the live stream platform. But if you're a Spring Hills fan, June 18th, Tuesday. Don't miss at 8 p.m. That will be the quarterfinals against Preston Lions. That'll be very exciting indeed. And unfortunate for Casey, we won't be seeing them further on in the Nike FC Cup, as this is looks like a corner kick being drawn in here. Could be perhaps the last passage of play in this game. The last final touches. Casey Comets. That is it. That's the game. Huge congratulations to Spring Hills. They battled themselves out. Were trailing by a goal, but got themselves back in the game time and time again. As Casey Comets, the UA team, they did well to maintain that pressure in the first half, but just couldn't capitalise on their opportunities in the second half. And this game could not be brought to you by the hard work of everyone behind the scenes. I would like to have a huge thanks to everyone here at Spring Hills Soccer Club, everyone here at Springside, or the staff, the coaches, assistant coaches, the referees, the players, everyone that's working tirelessly, the volunteers, they've done so well. Casey Comets, thanks for coming out here in the western suburbs. Now, unfortunate for them, are going home with the loss, but a lot to work towards their next game against Spring Hills. What a matchup it's been. Huge thanks to Sportscast for putting this all together for you. Everyone at Football Victoria, thank you to the fans, and thank you for everyone watching at home. The players have been phenomenal. The coaches have. The referees have done a brilliant job also in making sure this game is under control. Hope to see you all again, and appreciate your company here on the live stream. My name is Han Solo, and we look forward to seeing you at the next VPL game. Have a lovely long weekend. Final score, Spring Hills 5, sorry. I've got it all wrong. 5, and Casey Comets 2. Have a lovely evening.